What's up, everyone? What's going on? Welcome back to some more Littleroot laddering. Sending off Series 10, playing some more of Zardychar's Cali Shadow team. Hoping we can run into some mons that don't outpace us, and we can actually get to do our thing with Cali Shadow today. It hasn't been a great week for Cali Shadow, all things considered. I've definitely ran into a slew of things that have just completely punished it. So, hoping we actually get to show it off today and get to do some things. So, let's get paired up here for game number 1 and see what we can do. Alright. Game number 1. What do we got, opponent? I'm 99% sure this is just Santi's team. Like, Weavile plus Kyogre is a pretty good indicator of that. Which, if that's the case, this is Scarf Kyogre. So, like, Rillaboom looks really appealing up front. I think it's, like, Rillaboom plus Ensign, maybe? Ensign means we don't get to... that we, like, get to prevent Tailwind from going up. We could also just lead Urshifu. What does that do for us? Could also lead Whimsicott, so we set our own Tailwind, so we outpace them, but I don't think that's quite the play, seeing how they're Scarf Kyogre. So I think the play I like... What if we do, like, Rillaboom plus Calyrex up front with Nihilego and... I mean, Nihilego doesn't look particularly great when they have a Water-type Double Grass. Maybe we want just Urshifu and Ensign. I think this is fine. If they lead Torn Ogre, I'm going to anticipate Tornadus switching out into switching out into Serena, so we can go for a U-turn plus, or we can Woodhammer plus Protect on one. It's going to be Rillaboom Weavile. Okay, that's also a lead. So most likely Sash Weavile here. Our Rillaboom is faster than theirs. I think the play I like is... I want a U-turn off of their Weavile, I think, and go into Ensign. I could also just switch out Calyrex into Ensign. And then the U-turn, we go into Urshifu. Just do a complete 180, I guess. Getting this Intimidated into both of their mons is good. They could also just fake out my Rillaboom this turn, which is actually what I anticipate. I anticipate, like, fake out plus generic dark type move from Weavile into my... Okay, so we're speed tied. Yeah, Lash Out will work. Not gonna do a ton, though. Okay. I feel alright about that turn. Even for a boosted Lash Out, that didn't do a ton, so... Pretty alright with that. So we can Grassy Glide the Weavile. And go for a Flare Blitz into Rillaboom now. I think if this is their lead, they didn't bring Serena. He says as Serena switches in. Okay, I mean, we're still getting our Flare Blitz into that slot, so this is fine. It's going to be a triple axle into Weavile, into Rillaboom, which should not KO if they hit all three. Okay, that's good. Nice. Okay. So that's obviously very good for us. The amount of damage we just took off of Vincent is obviously not very good, but it's fine. We're in an okay position now. They do get to reset the attack drop on their Rillaboom, which is annoying. But now Rillaboom just gets to do its thing because their Serena is gone. So they're going to bring back out Rillaboom. So I think the play I'm going to make this turn is I'm just going to switch out Rillaboom into Urshifu. And I want to Flare Blitz off of their Rillaboom. Anticipate Fake Out plus Triple Axle into my Rillaboom slot. So just trying to play in a way where we get to do things. Really? Okay. Well, you're gonna trigger my Citrus, so this is actually pretty okay for us. So now this should be a Grassy Glide into my Urshifu. So I can safely switch Urshifu. How many turns of trainer left? 2. So I'm going to switch Urshifu into Cali. And we'll Flare Blitz the Rillaboom now. Just trying to preserve as much as I possibly can for their Kyogre in the back. And if they are Scarf, then Calyrex isn't really going to do anything into this. Okay, going to withdraw the Weavile. I'm assuming... Okay, that's actually a really good play. Just going to try to prevent the instant from picking up the KO here. Is going to be a Grassy Glide into Cali. Question is, how much does this do? I mean, that's a good chunk. Okay, we crit, no wonder. I'm like, there's no way we just naturally do that much. Okay, so they are Scarf. So what does that mean for what I have out right now? I think that means I want to protect Calyrex, and I mean, they just get a free Water Spout here, and I think I'm okay letting Incin go down. No, I'm gonna switch into Urshifu. We might be able to take a Water Spout. I bet they switch Rillaboom out this turn, just so they can set up terrain again. It's part of the reason I want to preserve our Rillaboom is so we can potentially reset terrain if we need to. I do want to confirm that they are Scarf, but I can't see them not being Scarf here if this is the team I think it is. Show me Water Spout. Scald. No burn? Come on, man! Does that mean they're not Scarf? It's very bizarre. We can U-turn off of Rillaboom, but what does that do for us? Could stay in, and I think both of these Mons are expendable. So I'm going to click Astral Barrage. I'm going to click Rock Slide. Try to get a flinch. Urshifu should be faster than Kyogre if I remember correctly. I believe it's 90 versus 97. How dead is my Urshifu right now? They can't Grassy Glide into me with priority, so that's good. Kyogre is base 90. Okay, so we are faster. Flinch the Kyogre. That's all I ask. Okay, they're gonna Scald into Cali, which does go down. That's fine, though. Flinch the Rillaboom. Heck yeah! Alright, Urshifu, you did your thing. So now they're locked into Scald, so I can bring back out my Rillaboom, set terrain, which is unfortunate because now I'm going to lose my Urshifu. But they can't protect their Kyogre. So I can Grassy Glide, Kyogre, and click Rock Slide again. I feel like we're in an okay position. Okay, they're gonna withdraw Kyogre, gonna give me their Weavile here. So Grassy Glide's gonna do a solid chunk. That is considered a chunk. Urshifu's gonna go down. I get to bring out Ensign, intimidate both of their Mons. I can then Grassy Glide into Weavile and Flare Blitz the Rillaboom. They can fake out one of my Mons, but then they're going to lose one of theirs. They should aggressively target down my Rillaboom this turn. If they have U-turn, this is definitely the turn to use it. Okay, fake out into Ensign. So now I pick up their Weavile. And they do have U-turn. No! Alright. Man, close game. Really good game, all things considered, though. Because now they get to bring out Kyogre, but because rain is up, they're not going to be able to reset it. But they can just fake out my Ensign. And then, I mean, Kyogre's going to take a Flare Blitz here on the way in. No, they're not. I got faked out. I get hit with a fake out, so they're free to... I mean, this is fine. They don't have... So maybe the play was, if we fake out their Rillaboom the turn ours switches in, I can then click Rock Slide, which will break the Weavile's Sash, and preserve my Urshifu for another turn. So then I can Grassy Glide their Weavile. They can Grassy Glide... No, because they... So then I can switch out Urshifu into Ensign, take the fake out into my Rillaboom. They Grassy Glide into my Urshifu, but it's now at -1. Maybe this game was winnable. I don't know how we beat Scarf Kyogre without having a form of speed control when they also have like potentially forms of speed control with Tornadus. That's a really complicated matchup, I think. It's like if we bring yeah, they are Scarf, of course. So like if they don't bring... Oh, they're not even Sash. They were just able to live a Grassy Glide? I actually did not expect that. Yeah, it is Santi's team. So let's think about this for a second. In a matchup like that, where both of us potentially have speed control, what is the correct line of play? I don't like Nihilego there. And honestly, I really like all the mons we brought. I think you can make an argument that Urshifu could be Whimsicott, because that gives us a better answer potentially against Kyogre, because we have Grass Knot. So then you can make the argument that Tailwind is more important than Urshifu, especially if they potentially have their own Tailwind. So maybe the lead then is like Whimsicott plus Rillaboom. I don't particularly care for that lead. Maybe it's just Whimsicott plus Cali Shadow, and if they lead Torn Ogre, we can Grass Knot plus Protect. And then Like, because at that point, Calyrex is going to be outsped regardless against Kyogre because they do have Scarf. So even if we set our own Tailwind, it doesn't matter. So maybe we can just switch Calyrex into Rillaboom to get the grassy terrain so Grass Knot does more. How much does Grass Knot do into Kyogre? That's the real question. Because if we can KO the Kyogre, then I think we're in business. So these are both blank sets. Grassy terrain is up. Let's click Grass Knot. 81 to 106 with 0 investment on either side. Oh, no, that's max special attack on our Whimsicott. That's also modest. We want timid. So if we're timid with 252, it's not even in, like, there's no chance of KOing. And that's against 0 Bolt Kyogre. I mean, that is a good chunk to Calyrex. I mean, to Kyogre, to the point where Rillaboom's able to clean up them at any point if we ever get to attack them. But I think Whimsicott is more important in that matchup than I gave it credit for. Not entirely sure. I think that's something that I would like to play that matchup again to see. Just to see exactly how much of an impact that would make. Let's get paired up here for another game. See what we can do today. All right. Not too terrible of a wait there. Okay. So let's test this. Whimsicott, Calyrex up front. Let's do it. Rillaboom in the back, and I think we still want Ensign because Ensign answers Serena and Rillaboom pretty well. You could make an argument for Nihilego over Ensign. Is that an argument I like? You know what? I want to test it. I want to test how Nihilego does in this matchup. On paper, I don't think it lines up particularly great against Scarf, Kyogre, and Tailwind. But if we can potentially stall out their Tailwind and set up our own, Nihilego probably can do some work. That's actually really convenient that we immediately get paired into it again. Serena Kyogre. Alright, cool. So we can Astral Barrage Tailwind. I think I'm fine giving up my Calyrex. But there shouldn't be a situation where we give it up. I mean, there is. There's the play of, like, this doesn't KO either of their Mons. If this is exactly Santi's team, then this is Citrus Berry Serena. But they can't eat it because we are Unnerve. Yeah, Water Spout at 50% is not going to do a ton. So then, do you triple axle my Whimsicott? Ow, please stop. Okay, that's enough. Jerk. But this is fine because now I can bring out Nihilego. Do I want to bring out Nihilego? Or do I want to bring out Rillaboom? Rillaboom means that they could potentially have Grassy Glide on Serena. And I don't want to be able to give them a chance to attack. So I'm going to bring out Nihilego here. If they don't switch out, this is just a double KO on from Calyrex, and I know they don't want that. So I'm gonna Meteor Beam this slot, and I'm gonna click Astral Barrage. What do we got, opponent? Because from where I'm standing, this looks like a double KO. Okay, this is fine because I still get to pick up the Serena. And now I get to Meteor Beam into their Urshifu. Which goes down to Sash, which then gets KO'd by Meteor Beam, pending that we connect. Meaning we have a +1 Calyrex and a +2 Nihilego inside of Tailwind. Just connect. If we don't, this game gets a little more awkward. Because we can't protect and they potentially have Aqua Jet. Alright, cool. Meteor Beam to do the 1 damage to Urshifu. Might be a little overkill, but you know, that's fine. Show me not Tornadus as your last. Honestly, even if it is Tornadus, I think we can win this game. Alright, let's test it. Let's test that theory. Should I have set up a substitute? When would I have been able to set up a substitute? If I had done it last turn, they get it to attack with Serena. I'm going to lose Calyrex. There's no way around that. I'm going to lose Calyrex. Either this turn or next turn. But this is fine because I have Rillaboom in the back, which has access to Grassy Gliding their Kyogre. Yeah, Water Spout's definitely going to pick up both of my Mons. So it comes down to... Okay, that crit honestly might have mattered. So let's assume they're modest 252. And then let's assume they are... $151 and $184. So no investment. This is Water Spout at 50%. Yeah, that crit mattered. Yep, had that crit not happened, we live. From modest 252, we take 89% if they're at 50%, which they are. So now, actually they're a little lower than 50%. They have 3 turns of Tailwind. They have 2 turns of Rain. We can fake out the Tornadus this turn. Take the Water Spout because we are Assault Vest. See, yeah, I am more worried about this Tornadus right now because it threatens my Rillaboom more than Kyogre does. So now I can Grassy Glide Tornadus. Nope. I don't think we win this one. This Water Spout's not going to do a ton, but the Hurricane here will. Yep. Okay, so I definitely think Whimsicott is the correct play in this matchup. It definitely did way more than Urshifu did. And I think we win that game if we don't get crit. Because we have a +2 Power Gem going into their Waconberry Tornadus, which should not live. Yeah, I mean, even then we're doing 75% to to Kyogre max, granted. But still, like, we're in that matchup. Alright. I see what you got going on there, opponent. Color me intrigued. So if they are Scarf Lele, this is pretty bad. So I think what I'm going to do is do like Whimsicott plus Calyrex up front. I want Ensign and I want Rillaboom, I think. This leaves me weak to Suicune, I think. I mean, not Suicune, Entei. So I'm really reliant on Calyrex pulling its weight there. I could also drop Ensign for... I actually think that's fine. I could drop Ensign for Urshifu. And that helps against Entei quite a bit. I don't think Nihilego looks particularly appealing when they have multiple Psychic types on their team. As well as Urshifu and Entei to just really beat it up. So I think I'm fine leaving Nihilego at home here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, it's going to be Entei Whimsicott up front. Pretty okay with this as a lead. Man, what if they have Snarl? I just need to be aware of, like, literally everything that has Snarl. I think the play I'm going to make... I'm going to protect, and I'm going to switch to Urshifu this turn. I want to delay my Tailwind so mine lasts longer. Show me Snarl. Show me Tailwind, Snarl. Okay. Crunch is also acceptable. So now I can Tailwind, and they don't have a switch into a Surging Strikes. They have Suicune. I'm still fine with that. Show me Suicune. Lele, that's fine too. That's actually even better for us. So I have outsped their Whimsicott twice now. They're not going for Tailwind, which tells me that they are going to Moonblast into my... They're going to Moonblast my Urshifu. Which is enough to take it out. But now I get to free switch into... Rillaboom, so I can take away their terrain. Man, we're back to that problem with not being able to deal with Entei. So now I want to Moonblast into their Whimsicott and go for Grassy Glide into Lele. I can see them swapping Lele out for Entei here. Yep, okay. Okay, they're not protecting. That actually was really good damage. That's also really good damage. That, again, is really good damage. And they get the special attack drop. You're so lucky. So lucky. So I think I want to... Does Grass Knot or Moonblast do more to Entei inside of terrain? Grass Knot does. Okay, this is fine. Did basically nothing. That did damage, yes. Okay. I wasn't sure if they would read into a Calyrex switch in here. But this is fine because I can reset my Tailwind. And then I can Astral Barrage them now. They have Lele in the back, but it's pretty low. Entei's pretty low. Mewtwo obviously can't switch in here. This takes away the possibilities of berries. So their only switch in is Dark Urshifu if they have it. Last turn of Tailwind. I'm going to protect Whimsicott this turn. I really want to take their Whimsicott out so they can't set their own Tailwind. But even if they do here, that's pretty okay. Okay, they're staying in with Whimsicott. They have extreme speed. Okay. And they are going to set their Tailwind. But I get to pick up a double KO here. So now, I don't have Tailwind, but they do. They potentially have Scarf Lele here, which will go for a Shadow Ball into my Calyrex. So I think the play is to protect Calyrex and to Moonblast them. They do have Mewtwo as their last. The play they should make is to double target, is to split their damage here so they don't get got by Protect. But I really need them to not do so. So I need to take their Lele out. Because Lele is more likely to be Scarfed than Mewtwo. Show me Shadow Ball and Shadow Ball. Holy cow! Opponent, you threw this game! All you had to do was attack my Whimsicott! Holy cow, okay. Well, we win now. Because now I can set Tailwind, I outspeed them now, and I can click Astral Barrage. Single target +2 Astral Barrage into Mewtwo. If they are Focus Sash, they win this game. They are in fact not Focus Sash Mewtwo. Oh, man! Absurdly close game. Opponent threw that game in the trash can. There is no reason they ever should double my Calyrex there. Because if they are Scarf Lele, which they were, that means they are guaranteed to outspeed 147. That gets you to what? No, you don't even outspeed my Calyrex. Oh wait, no, that's just Scarf. They had Tailwind up though, so they get to 440. Man, opponent just picked that game up and threw it right in the trash can. And it was Dark Urshifu as well. With Choice Band. Sucker Punch on your Lele team is interesting. That is a choice. They were Assault Vest on Entei. That explains why they took that Grass Knot so well. I mean, other than that, it's a resisted hit, but man, super close game. Really good game to end this team off with, I feel like. After getting beat up by Kyogre all day, that was a good one to end the day on. So that's going to be it for me, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. Pick the team up while it's available. Go check out the article by Zardy up on the website, lrlessons.com. And that is going to be it, everyone. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week with Series 11. So have a good one, everyone. Peace.